Well, welcome back. Joining us in the studio this week, we have Mr. Erik Michelsen, the Program Administrator for the county's Watershed Protection and Restoration Program. Erik, welcome back to the studio.
Thanks for having me.
I know. I feel like you're a Week in Review like rock star now. You've been on here a few times.
Well, we have to pull them in from out in the field, you know, digging trenches and planting stuff.
I'm excited to get an update on what's going on right now, but you know, this has been an effort that's been going on for a few years now with massive infusions of funding. And walk me through the progress of what we've already completed so far.
Sure. So we've completed about a third of our restoration program so far. We've got a huge amount of work that's in progress as well, including some projects that are going to be hitting the ground next year that will be really, I think, impressive to folks. But we've just got a huge amount of work in the design pipeline at this point because a lot of this work takes several years to design and go through federal and state permitting processes.
And what I like, and we talked about this last time, is we can see online where you guys have already completed some projects and what you're planning next. That's still, it's like a map that shows where you guys have been and where you're going, right?
Exactly. Our education and outreach coordinator, Rob Fish, has done a great job.
Shout out, Rob.
Double B, my buddy.
Of putting all of that information in terms of completed projects and projects that are in progress, like you say, in a GIS format on our website, so you can go click on those dots, figure out if the project's done or if it's in progress, what the project is, and all those kinds of details.
It's great.
Yeah.
And there's green dots everywhere.
I think people really look to formats like that now, especially you. People like you.
I love that.
Something that I'm so excited to talk about, you are having grant programs available for local charities, churches, nonprofits. Tell me about this. Is this new?
No, this is actually the fourth year of our restoration grant program.
Okay.
That means Kristen has not applied yet.
I have not applied.
So she'll have to do it this year.
She's welcome to. We've got, so it's the fourth year. It's run through the Chesapeake Bay Trust, which is a grant-making organization that's funded in part by the Bay license plates. But we've got about $1 million to give out to nonprofit organizations that are undertaking waterway improvement projects. And so we've had a lot of interest in that historically, and we think we'll have a lot this year as well.
Yes. And do you have anything about where you should go to apply or deadline?
Deadline is December 7th of this year. If you want to find out more about the program, go to cbtrust.org, which is the Chesapeake Bay Trust website, or our website, which is aarivers.org.
Perfect. I have a Bay plate. Do you have a Bay plate?
I do not have a Bay plate.
Dave!
Well, wait a minute.
I'm so sorry.
I used to have the farm plate.
Okay.
That's similar. You give money to ag preservation.
You used to. What do you have now?
I think I just have a regular one now.
Ooh, upgrade.
I think I do the tax. I do the tax.
All right,
check
whatever.
the box on the tax form.
Fine.
That's great.
Come on, Kristen.
Represent.
Give me some props.
Okay, props.
Give us sort of a flavor of what charities and churches and nonprofits can do with these grants.
Sure. So we've, in the past, we've given out grants to some churches that were undertaking stormwater projects on their property. Organizations like Severn River Keeper, South River Federation, West Road River Keeper have done projects on either community property or business property in terms of stormwater management or environmental outreach. And we've also last year funded a couple of living shoreline projects. So community associations that have erosion issues and that are interested in pursuing living shoreline solutions are eligible for this as well.
And this bears repeating. I know we do this every time we have you on the show, but I think it's important for people to get this. It's one thing to be interested in the environment and to do things that make it look better, make the water quality better, but there's a practical thing here too, which is that you guys have found that a lot of these projects are constituent related. Somebody has a flooded basement or a neighborhood issue that's a real problem for them. How do these projects fix those problem?
Well, so I'm going to use that to segue into something else we were going to talk about, which is there's going to be a public meeting in Brooklyn Park later on this month. And one of those projects, there's three projects.
Urban area? What waterways, right?
Yeah. Well, and one of the projects that we're looking at is at Brooklyn Park specifically, and there's flooding on the road that's adjacent. And the project that we're looking to put in will both reduce flooding as well as provide water quality treatment to the Patapsco River in terms of runoff from there. So there's projects, a lot of what we're focused on is water quality, but whenever we can do things to address flooding concerns or erosion concerns that constituents have, we're always trying to incorporate those elements into these projects as well.
Very good. So one more time, Website would be AARivers.
AARivers.org. Yes.
And if I want to come out and plant trees or volunteer, get involved at one of your projects, what's the best way to go about that? Through that website?
Through the website, or you can contact, again, Rob Fish directly. His email is pwfish26@aacounty.org. But the website is probably the best place to go.
Very
We should
good.
give out Rob's cell phone as well.
He'd appreciate that.
41022. No.
And what are the details on the Brooklyn Park meeting, the
Sure.
time and location?
The Brooklyn Park meeting is October 24th. It's at Park Elementary School. I believe it starts at 7 o'clock. And again, it's really an attempt just to make the public aware of the fact that we've got several of these projects going on, to let them know what we're up to, get their feedback in terms of these projects, and let them know that there may be a little bit of a disruption in terms of some of the sites where we're doing this work, but that it's for a good cause and that it should be, addressed pretty quickly.
And
Excellent.
before we let you go, I have to always ask you this. What's your favorite project that you finished, and what's your favorite project that's coming up?
You can't pick a favorite, Dave.
You can pick a favorite child. I've heard you can totally do that.
Well, how about the favorite one that's in progress is we've got a project over by the Arundel Medical Center, Cowhide Branch. It's actually a fish passage project over at the intersection of Admiral Drive and Jennifer Road, just getting ready to start. So if you see earthwork going on out there for the next several months, that project will probably be going on. And then in terms of projects that we've got coming up, not far from the studios here, we've got a Furnace Branch stream restoration project, which is this stream was put into a concrete channel about 50 years ago actually now. And so we're going to basically be ripping out the concrete channel and restoring a stream back through that area. That'll probably start sometime middle of next year.
That is
wow.
huge project.
Yeah.
if
It's a
I'm
huge
not
project.
mistaken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's about 3,000 linear feet. And again, like I say, it's an existing concrete ditch that kids are riding their bicycles and skateboards in. Really restoring it to a natural system is going to be very exciting.
And so do you think it's going to improve the water quality on Furnace Branch? Because, I mean, that's a waterway that people know is very impaired.
Absolutely. Right now, essentially, all that system takes the water from this area, downtown Glen Burnie, and just vents it out to the Patapsco River. And so this will be a system that's designed to slow the flow through that area, as well as to provide processing of the nutrients and the pollutants that are in the water before they get down to the river.
Awesome.
That's fascinating.
Kristen will be swimming in the Furnace Branch any
like
day
a mermaid. Yeah. And you guys are still working out at the Harbor Center too, right now, right?
We have finished that project. We're getting, we have to do some plantings there, but the
Yeah.
project is all graded out, and the
Looking
turtles
really
will be
good there.
returned very soon.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
Turtle
Yep.
powers. So yeah,
Awesome
October 24th,
projects.
Brooklyn
October
Park.
24th, come out.
Park Elementary, come out, be involved. Plantings and helping volunteer, get involved, come out. www.aarivers.org or Rob Fish, pwfish26@aacounty.org.
And we'll give you a cell phone next time.
Next time, and address. Eric, thank you so much for coming out. We always love getting an update on what's going on with our waterways. And we'll be right back with more Week in Review right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Thanks.